It is about decluttering your life. Excellent. Huh? It is week 4, session 1. It is about decluttering your life. Every day, not only our closet or our house or our table, even your mind and time, you have to declutter. You take up too much of work together and you're confused. And you take it for granted. It's hota hai. What's the issue? And mainly with the ladies. Please don't mind. You are so kind-hearted and so loving. You try to please everybody. You forget your boundaries and you go ahead with a good intention, with a love for everybody, of course. But what happened to you, who is the most important person in this world? What is happening to you? Okay. Thank you, Andy. So what happens to you? Where are you in this world? What are you doing, my dear? So if you don't declutter, well, the clutter wise, whatever thing are lying here, you have to put it in the right place. Suppose, seriously, you get up in the morning and everything is lying here and there. How much energy you're wasting by looking everything and finding something that you want and passing through them and going to your washroom or something, then coming back to your bed. Just think of the immense of energy that you're wasting. And you don't even realize that. And if everything is properly stacked, how nice you feel. Now, here, Jyoti and Aarti, if they are keeping everything properly, because ladies are mostly supposed to keep things properly at least. Their mind, they might go here and there. That's a different thing. But from things point of view, they are always decluttering. So you can understand what I'm saying. When everything is properly placed, how nice we feel, how we feel everything is in our hand. We feel in control. Am I right? We feel that we are in control.
So we're talking about a clarity of purpose.
I'm talking about decluttering. Anything. Suppose you are in the office. There are a lot of files. But the files, that file that you require immediately, you have to keep these 10 files aside, keep other inside, and take one file that you have to work with in your hand. Take one file in your hand and start working with it. Don't look at 10 files and get confused what to do. And when you don't do this, what happens? You are confused. Shall I do this or shall I do that? Then while you have taken one file and other file is beside you, automatically your eyes will go to the other file and then say, let's see all this also. It is better to be decluttered. Keep all the things aside. Keep 10 important files on the right side of yourself. Keep one file on the table and start working with full focus. So decluttering is very important if you really want to succeed in your life.
I want to ask something.
Yes, Arti.
What happens is, I put things in order.
Uh,
I have assigned places for everything. कि
yes,
यहाँ पे होना चाहिए, ये यहाँ पे होना चाहिए. Everywhere,
mm,
in my kitchen, in my bedroom, in hall, everywhere.
absolutely.
But what happens is that other family members, they try
Uh,
to help actually. They try to help. When I'm busy with something or other thing, they will put the things somewhere else.
okay.
They will try to arrange them, but they will put them somewhere else. I have already told them कि ये यहाँ पे होता है, वो वहाँ पे होता है. Everything is here and there, and this is the place. But they say, we don't understand this. We are just putting the things as we want.
Arti, I'll tell you one thing.
No, but my question comes here. What
Yes, yes,
happens
but
is,
uh,
because I want everything to be decluttered and in organized
in
manner,
organized way. Yes.
when they put these things somewhere else, I feel it as a chore to rearrange it.
Of
And
course,
then my mind gets cluttered कि यार ये क्या है, all these thoughts come and my mind getting cluttered because of that. So what to do about this?
this is what I was going to do. I am a specially able person, you know that. I told you I walk with the crutch. When I'm climbing the stairs, I have to do it myself because I know how much weight I can put on the crutch and how much I can lift my body. Okay. Now, you just imagine a person walking with the clutch and crutches is trying to climb the stairs, is putting one crutch on the one step, another down, and then pushing his body up. You will feel, I want to help him. You will come running to help me. Okay. I immediately tell them, immediately, thank you, but please let me do it. I have to do it myself. If I don't do that, what will happen? Someday accident will happen. So this is about keeping our boundaries, not being rude to anybody, but keeping your boundaries. I can understand that this person is coming to help me with a good intention. I tell thank you very much, but I have to do it myself. I can't get. And they get it. And they also smile. So it's same way in your home.
No
When
matter
I'm
how
helping,
politely and how nicely I say this, they feel that you don't allow us to do anything, and then you are doing everything, and then you get tired, and then you are
you
not.
should take them to the place where you're again organizing. Tell this is what is happening to me. Somewhere the communication is lacking, my dear. Somewhere the boundary with good way, in a good intention, the boundary or communication is lacking. You have to take them, see what is happening. If you remember, I don't mind, you put it. If you don't remember, don't touch. For my sake, you are trying to help me now. So help me this way by not touching it and not putting anywhere. It may be your mother-in-law, it could be your sister-in-law, or anybody. Or you both decide where to give anything. You should both know. Keep label if you want. Here, all this massage will go here, this will go. So you have to find the way out. But decluttering, because if that is happening again and again, you are getting overwhelmed. And what is happening? You are
Yes,
disturbing
true.
yourself. So something has to be done about it. If you don't do it, every day this will happen. Or let them put anywhere and just be good with that. Will that be okay? It cannot be okay, I'm sure. You're
Hmm.
finding things when you want is very troublesome. You need to be organized.
Actually, that happened. I was having exam yesterday, and
Mm.
I was searching for one lid, and it was nowhere to find because it was kept somewhere else.
So that time you don't tell, what we do, we tell them afterward. अरे ऐसा हुआ था. Tell them at that very moment or at that place. See, this is what is happening. Please understand. They will understand. But if you tell them afterward or as afterthought, it doesn't click them. But you saw the trouble right now, right away, then only it will click there, Otherwise it won't click. They think they are helping you. And tell them, you help me, I'm happy, but this way. Keep in mind, these are the things. And if you don't remember where to keep, don't do it. Don't touch it. I'll do it. That will help me more. Tell them that will be better help for me.
I'll try once again. Anyways, I have done many times, but they don't understand what I
No,
want to
no.
say.
Tell them, you want to help me or you want to trouble me. Very smilingly, very jokingly, in a very different, sort of like a standing comedian do. In that way, you want to listen to standing comedians and you will understand how to do it in your life and put it in front of them. And where with the hand joined, tell them, please help me. और कुछ नहीं है. This all. Just with joined hand, tell them, please help me. I need help. But this is going to trouble me. Don't trouble me. Come, see here. If you don't remember, please keep it the way it is. I will come and keep it. Or you do one thing, whenever you are leaving kitchen, first keep the things where you want to keep and then leave the kitchen. It may take 1 minute more or 2 minutes more. But what happens, you people, you ladies mostly, a child is calling, you will go running there. You have to stop that also. Your husband is calling, go running. And tell them, Baba, are you? I'm coming. Wait. Keep something properly. Or tell them, I've kept this because I want to use it. Don't touch it. Find the way
Maybe
out.
maybe if I should come in, um,
Maybe.
engaging them is
Yeah.
different from instructing them.
Huh?
When you engage, you totally immersed in a communication. You are open. But when you instruct, maybe that is where the challenge might be. So, uh, if you try to engage them, they may come along with you and understand where you want to go together.
But
But when you,
but when you're communicating, let it come from your heart. Just to feel the pain. Just to feel the pain, but tell him with a very light-heartedly, in a very lighter way. But let them feel the pain. Sometimes we don't let them feel the pain, so it is happening. Then they think they're helping you. They really feel they're helping you. So let's move ahead. This will again tackle. Arti will talk. So why decluttering matters? It will reduce your stress. And when you don't see things in a time, in a proper manner, you get stressed. It increase your productivity. It increase your productivity. When everything is properly set, properly kept, you can find things properly, find it immediately, and you can work on it. Your productivity increase. You don't waste time. It will also enhance your creativity because when you are focused, when you have good time, when you are everything okay, so you are happy also. It increase your creativity and improve your mental health. That is the main. You are mentally very stable. So decluttering really matters. Now, decluttering not only of the things that we are talking right now, which is also about your mind, your mental, your emotions, everything has to be decluttered. We'll go to that also. So, you have to overcome this fear of letting go. Sometimes people, now, as Arti said, there is a different thing. People are coming to help, they do something in the wrong way. Not intention, but with a good intention. But there are people who don't give things away. You know why? Because they fear that it will go away. They fear of missing it. They buy things which is not required just because it was sale or just because they felt like buying it. It is not useful. But when it is to give away, they don't give away. You know why? Because they are so attached to it. They are so attached to it that they don't want to give away. And that thing lies here and there, and everything comes in between. So you should always be prepared to let go. For that, you have to be very mindful of things. What you bought, what you want, what you don't want, and give to somebody who really requires it. You have to overcome this, belief. Why are you holding this? These are all limited beliefs. Something is not useful, but you think, oh, tomorrow I might need it. After a year, I may need it. And that time you won't find it. When you really need it, you don't get it. So it is as good as it is, you have given it away. So when you want to declutter, do it slowly. Find one thing, look at them, see what is useful, not useful. Today you have given out two things or one thing, tomorrow one or two things. Don't hurry. Don't throw away anything that is required by mistake. So do it very in a realistic way. Have a goal, by clearing whatever it is. Same way you have to do with your mind also. But I'll come to that later on. We have to do it with our emotions also. So and every time you do it, you should enjoy. You should celebrate. Yes, I've cleared one day. I've cleared one table. I've cleared one drawer. So this is something you have to do by being very mindful, very slowly, understanding it, so that you won't feel bad. It is unnecessary to keep something which is not required. That it will be required tomorrow or day after, it's okay. If you're going to you are going to require it after site, might be after 3 months, might be not sure, might be after a year, might be sometime in my life, and you keep it there. And whenever you see, look at that thing, you really trace yourself. You know you are not using it. Instead of that, you give it. So decluttering life is again an holistic approach. आपको लगता है इतना easy नहीं है. It is very important in life. People take it for granted, but if you understand, it is very, very important in life. If you don't declutter, it will clutter your mind, your emotions, everything. So first you go to physical decluttering. Okay, start small, begin small thing, manageable areas, one by one. Sort out very methodically. Divide them in categories: keep, donate, or trash. Something I have to keep, something I have to donate, and something it will go to trash. Not useful. Then there is also digital decluttering. Same thing, there also. Delete unnecessary emails, unsubscribe the apps you don't want. There's something you subscribe to. You don't have to subscribe something which are just coming in between. And you have to prioritize what? Quantity. Quality or quantity, sorry. You have to prioritize quality or quantity. Don't need quantity, you need quality. Keep a quality things. Don't keep just amass things together. Because if keeping them will bring joy, it's okay. But if you're not bringing joy, just having stress about it is not useful. Not useful. So keep the things that you really need and that give you joy. There are some books. By just looking at books, you feel good. You might have read sometime, but you want it. That is something to be kept. But that book that I have not read, it doesn't matter to you. I'm just thinking that I read someday. If you understand, if you've not read that book for years, then you have to understand that they are not useful to you. You have to throw it away. Same thing with other things also. If it doesn't give you joy, you have to throw it away. You can donate to somebody, you can waste it, whatever. So it has to be regular decluttering. See, it will every day something will come and something will go. It have to be very, very, what do you call it? Regular in this thing, consistent. Every day you have to start doing this. Other again, you will amass something, and then it will be oh wow, there are so much of things. How I'll declutter? So today you start decluttering one by one, piece by piece. Once you achieve that, then you do it every day. Don't keep it for someday. Or and you can do something, one thing more that you can keep on Sunday. That whatever has accumulated in a week, even though you are doing every day, there are something you have to keep aside, to keep. So on Sunday you do that whatever was kept after doing daily work for some reason that I want it after 2 or 3 days. Now I don't want it. You have to remove that. So be very mindful because that will save a lot of time. That 5 minutes will be wasted, but it will save you 50 minutes. So with the physical decluttering, we need to do mental decluttering. Manisha and Nidhi are there. Okay. So with the physical decluttering, you have to do mental decluttering also. Mindful awareness. You have to be, I read somewhere that relationship is like a seed. And expectation out of the relationship is like a weed. Seed is something that you nurture, you water them, you give them sunshine so that it turn out to be a beautiful plant. And weeds are something that are just growing on the ground and disturbing that plant, eating the plant. So when you have put lot in the relationship, that relationship plant will grow, and there are some weeds which cannot do anything because you have given so much of love. You have deposited so much of this, what do you call it? Fertilizer, whatever it is, that weeds can't hurt them. But if you don't do this and you only keep expectation on the relationship, it will be deteriorated, it will be destroyed. Same with this cluttering. If you don't understand and you don't take this action today, it is going to harm you. It has harmed you already. Now don't let them happen. Now once you have realized, don't let it happen. So be mindfully aware for mental decluttering, for emotional decluttering, for thoughts decluttering. There are some thoughts. Samjo, Jyoti madam said something to me, and I felt very bad. What of ladies see, yeah, how can she speak like to me? And that thought will come again. But Jyoti madam has done two good things for me. But then I said, okay, okay. But if now I'm mindful and I know what she's done for me, and once she made some comments that was not right, then I will be able to throw that thought out, that emotions I can throw out, because I know she's a right lady. She's, she want to do something good for me. She's a good intention for me. But if I don't be mindful, what will come again to me? What she said was wrong. So we have to understand people are nice, people are good. We have to remember both the things, and we have to give more importance to the good things that has happened. So you should let go the negative thoughts, which are not necessary, which are killing you and which is killing your relationship. So this is very important. Mental decluttering is very important, because with mentally there are emotions. So what you are thinking, because we have learned that reframing, for that reason it is reframing is required. So letting go negative thoughts, which are not useful, which are just giving you pain. There could be some person who is not good, who has not helped you also, and he says something about you. Even that you should let go, because he is harming you. That thought is harming you. Whenever you get chance, you can take revenge. Don't even think about taking revenge, because the thought of taking revenge will again harm. So whenever he comes against, meet you somewhere where you can take revenge, don't try. Ignore that person for your own sake. Then again, there's a digital detox, like limiting a screen time, or what the social media uses you have. Because they are all mentally harassing you. Because once you go to the phone or the social media, something like Insta or Facebook, you spend a lot of time there. And then you are troubled. Then you feel very guilty. You have to limit that also. So again, you have to keep a realistic goal, like break down the task, bring down thoughts and tasks and anything, and try to understand what is good and what is bad. You have to practice this. And सबसे बड़ी बात है, you have to practice gratitude. If Jyoti Ma'am did something, I should be so grateful for one thing. Instead of getting annoyed at two things, I should be very thankful to her for one thing she did good to me. Because that is something which is useful for me in my life. All negative thoughts are not at all useful. It has to be thrown out. So this decluttering is very important mentally. And same thing with emotional. You have to identify the emotions. Because the way you think, from that emotions come and from emotions the thoughts come. It is cycle. So emotions also you have to understand, you have to identify and see why it is these emotions coming. How can you help yourself? So here also you have to let go of the resentment. If you have some resentment against somebody, you're feeling bad about somebody, you have to let go. What we did in mental, same thing with emotions, but both are different. These thoughts, these are emotions. Both are interconnected. If you give out the thoughts and keep the emotions, again that will produce that thought. So both are very important. So what you have to practice here, there you have to practice gratitude, here to practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself. Avoid any self-criticism. With emotion, what you do? How did he do it? I'm so foolish person that he can talk like that to me. I was so weak that he can talk like that to me. Did I do something wrong? And you go on questioning yourself. So you have to practice that compassion, self-compassion. For that, you have to set boundaries also. You should learn to say no. Yes is not important, no is very important. You say yes to opportunities, but otherwise you should learn to say no. If I say no to Jyoti ma'am or Aarti ma'am and I do something better, they'll be happy. But if I say yes and I don't do it, she'll never forget me. So always be prepared to say no wherever you want to. And if you help out, try and do it and just see it is done. But if it's not possible for you, first say no. Because no will bring slight, irritation at that moment, but it won't go to resentment. If you say yes and don't do it, people dislike you. If you want, you can take support also. You can talk to your mentor if you have emotional issues. You can take some support, but declutter your emotions is very important. So what we are doing, we are combining physical, mental, emotional decluttering. By that, you can create more peaceful, productive, and fulfilling life. Now here we are doing a blueprint of success. So till now we worked on brain. Now we are working on the action that we are going to take. So first thing came to decluttering. Why? Because till you don't declutter your mind and physically, you won't be able to work ahead. So this will come. This is one thing that will come in your blueprint. That you are going to declutter your life. You are going to declutter physical things. You are going to declutter your mental thoughts. You are going to declutter your emotions. So decluttering is your sort of a guide actually. How it will work. It's a sort of a guide. So physical decluttering benefits reduce stress, improve focus, enhance creativity, and promotes a sense of calmness. But what are the steps you will take? Again, the same thing. One by one, drawer, divide into donate, trash, keep donate, trash, files. Same thing. If you have to throw it out, throw it out. Don't think too much. And you have to organize effectively. For mental, again, what will the better benefit of mental this? It will reduce your anxiety. If the thoughts are not, you control your thoughts. Because you see, understand one thing, your senses, there are five senses in your body. They sense something, and the senses are controlled by what? Your mind. Okay. That we call it man in Hindi. It is controlled by your mind. Mind say, no, I don't like it. Mind say, okay, good. And mind is controlled by ego. Mind is controlled by ego. Your ego is something that tells what to do to your mind. If I don't like somebody, even if he's saying something good, I'll feel bad about it. Even if he says thank you, I say he's doing, I just pretending, you know. So mind is controlled by your egoistic nature, ahankara in Hindi. And that ahankara or ego is ultimately controlled by your intellect. So you have to work on an intellect, to work on your buddhi. So mental decluttering will reduce anxiety, improve your mood. It will enhance your focus. You will be able to make decision better. Once you are totally clear with the thoughts, you can make good. So, you can have a good decision. You can be focused. The anxiety will be reduced. See the life it will come. You can do anything you want in life. Because when you are this thing in control, you can achieve whatever you want. So here the technique will be, I'm telling one thing, I have written all this thing, I'm going to send you, but if you really want to help yourself, I'm going to send the whole script to you afterward. Let me finish up in 6 weeks. Then I send you, you can get everything I told you in that. But if you work on it, then only you'll improve. Because this course is of 6 months actually. Every month we have to take only two things. But then it will be very costly also. No, if somebody really want to do it, it's a different thing. It will become very costly. So I'm doing it 6 weeks, but I will give you a whole material. Don't worry. The whole thing I'll give you, but you just read and apply it in your life. And after what I'm telling you also, don't say that no, it doesn't work. It has to work because this is what you have decided. They have to do it what you say. You have to decide how to. You have to cry, cry. You have to laugh, you laugh. You want to join hand and say, "Bhai, maaf kar do," say that, but do it. Don't blame others. Blame yourself. You are responsible for your life. I'm telling everybody, you are responsible for your life. Nobody can harass you without your consent. I understand the intentions are good. That doesn't mean that you are not being harassed. You are being harassed indirectly. So whatever tricks you want to use, whatever way you want to use that. But get the things done because it is your life. how much you let them do whatever you want. I'm telling you, whenever I climb, people come running to help me. And I have that good smile on my face, and I request them. This is why I'm doing it. In office, sometimes I have to shout at my partner because he has a habit of going, backward. Why did this happen? Why did that happen? Who did it? Well, stop it, yeah. I literally have to shout at him on the top of my voice sometimes. You think, how can I do it? Yes, I do it. Because he go mad. Just go behind and into that whatever that valley, deep that dark valley, and think of all negative things. Well, if you want to become negative, become Baba. मेरे को नहीं बनना है. I want to stay positive. I have to do something in my life. But I have my own ways. Somewhere I have to shout. Somewhere I have to be very nice. They're two different things, but I have to. So always don't be guilty, but be responsible. Don't complain about yourself, but do take action. Okay. So this technique again, mental cluttering will be mindfulness meditation, journaling down whatever is something wrong thoughts, digital detox about screen time, everything. And mainly you shouldn't see the serials that are coming out, which are about fighting or having bad relationships. I see that Indian Idol, then the dance program, then code record. These are something that make me give me freshness. I have to give quality time to my wife also, and she loves seeing TV. So we have started seeing these things. It's not about quantity, it's about quality time, how much I give. I may be with her for 10 hours and I do nothing with her. No use. But when I give her 1 hour or 2 hours watching some video, some the serial, sometimes you want to watch movie, I am with her. So that way she is also satisfied. So detox your digital this thing also. In this comes even serious. You don't have to see serials that are going to harm you. And practice gratitude. Focus on the positive aspect. Always think about the positive thing first. Same with the emotions. What are the benefit emotions? You feel relaxed, you feel calm. You can do anything. When you are emotionally very powerful, when our emotions are good, you can do things that that were impossible for you. Again, there, what you'll do, you'll be self-compassionate. You'll work on emotions. You'll see what are the sources, where it's coming from. Because till you don't work on your emotions, that will produce thoughts and take it to the negative side. So you have to work on both. You might feel that both are same. No, there's a difference. Thoughts come and then emotions come. And because of emotions, thoughts come. You have to work on both. So don't think that because you have worked on thoughts, the emotions will automatically. You have to work on both the things. You have to work both of them together. When you're thinking about thoughts which are to be decluttered, think about emotions that are coming from you. So work on them both together, no problem. Now I'll come to time decluttering. Because we have worked on physical, mental, emotions, but there's something called time, which if not properly used, again it is going to be an issue. Because that time decluttering can reduce your stress. Again, it will improve your productivity and give you more time to do more things. You must have heard one thing that work expands as per the time available. I don't remember the clear word, but the meaning was the work expands as per the time available. If an old retired person is asked to write a letter, he will sit down, he will take a heavy breath or something, relax, and then he will start writing. Then he writes something and then say, oh, it's wrong, he'll tear it. He'll write again, he'll write again, he'll write again. Because he's got a lot of time. But I will tell here to Nidhi ma'am, Aarti ma'am, Jyoti ma'am, or Sylvester, or anybody else who is busy working to write a letter, he will finish in 10 minutes. So work expands as per the time available. So it is only for people like us, because old people who are retired, they don't want that only. They want some work. So it is better than do it very slowly. The time will pass. Time is something, time is again a relative. Time is in your mind. There is still no time. Whenever you are very happy, time flies. And if somebody is very critically ill in your house, time or days doesn't pass. Night is horrible. So it's all in your mind. There's nothing called time. We have made it in a day and night. We made it 24 hours on this thing. That's a different thing. But in general, time is something that is in your mind. So what you have to strategize in this time decline? You have to prioritize tasks, which is most important task. And always remember, whatever task is important and very, very difficult, do that first. Because in the morning, when you're fresh, you can do any difficult task. After lunch, I'm sorry, you feel slightly lethargic, sleepy sometimes. So you will not able to do the work which is very, very difficult. You have to prioritize your time, your work, your task that you want to do with the time allocated to it. And also remember, whenever you're working, after working for 25 to 30 minutes, take a pause for 2 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever you want. Don't go on. Even if you think that you are in flow, take 5 minutes more, no problem. But don't go for an hour. You think you are in flow, but actually you are being disturbed and you are going back again, coming. You are revising it, same thing. Because after certain time, your mind get blocked. It get bogged, sorry. And therefore you are not able to do it properly. So it is better that you take a pause for 5 minutes. That won't disturb your flow. That won't disturb your flow. You are in a flow. So you have to eliminate distraction, like putting your WhatsApp on a no notification or other social media no notification. Nothing should disturb you. So once prioritize your work, give it a right time that you require. Don't let it go forever. This is 5 minutes, this is 30 minutes, whatever it is. Allocate the time properly and take a right break, because a person who was cutting the tree, there are two people cutting the trees. One person cut 20 trees, another cut 40 trees. When it was found, when it was researched, they found that the person who was cut 20 trees was working continuously. He didn't take a break. And the other person was taking break to sharpen his show. To sharpen his show. So he could cut more with a less effort, with a lot of time for rest. So this is what is you sharpen your show. It comes in 7 habits, if you remember. So one of the habit is this, sharpen your show. So you have to eliminate distraction also in time, this decluttering. Put everything on no notification. Whenever you in that 5 minutes or something, if you want, you can see what are the urgent WhatsApp. Don't let them come pop on you anytime they want to. And learn to say no. Don't overcommit. Main thing is that we overcommit and then we suffer. Also, you have to set some additional tip also. That you have to set realistic goals. Break large thing in a small part, so you can do that work. There's something that has to be done by you. So you can manage by by breaking it apart. It is possible that you can give one part to somebody. This you do, I will do this one. Important thing you have to do. But you should be a very good and smart delegate also. So you have to set realistic goals, break them down, smaller and manageable steps. And every time that you do something, again, you have to start one thing, you have to understand, you have to celebrate always in everything. Once you've done something, some work is over, celebrate over it. That happiness gives you more power, more energy to work for. So decluttering has to be done regularly. It is not a one-time thing. It has to be done right. So clutter and its impacts on procrastination and negativity. When it is cluttered, it is an impact on procrastination and negativity. Because physical clutter will overwhelm you. How much to do, where to, you are in a chaos. You become fatigued because you get tired when you are doing something physical. But when you are mentally working, you get fatigued. you cannot do anything. Then there are negative associations. Clutter can be associated with the unfinished tasks or unresolved issues, leading to feeling of guilt and shame. This is about physical clutter. When you go to mental clutter, you have to, there are racing thoughts. Again, coming to you. You have to make them mild. You have to work with them. You have to remove them. There are stress and anxiety. If you don't declutter your mind mentally, there are stress and anxiety that are repeating again and again and making you worry all the time. Then you cannot focus on anything. There is difficulty in focusing. So how clutter fosters negativity? Because self-doubt, lowered self-esteem, and negative self-talk. Now you understood what is the importance of this. So you have to break the cycle. So who can say, did you understand? Is it really important for you or not? Is it really important? Decluttering. Did you understand the impact it will have on you? Slowly, but continuously having impact on you, and that it will manifest after some time. The stress can manifest as a some type of illness or something. Because now, when we are young, we can endure anything you will come to us. But after certain time, it will become difficult. It will become very difficult. You will get some sort of sickness and illness in you. So if these things are done properly every day, it will help you a lot, and it will keep your stress away, your anxiety away. And you will do a better work. Whether it is or yes, Lester?
Hello.
Yes? Is there any doubt now?
Yeah, I hope you are going to give us some would you say guidelines or roadmap, one thing to other. It's um very, very interesting.
Voice is breaking.
Hello.
Yes?
Yeah, I'm saying that I hope you give us some guidelines. Um, it looks a bit technical. Okay.
Yeah, that's
Um,
why I told you how to do. Mhm.
yeah. So
Yes, yes.
that one thing would lead to the other. The interfacing, the where they intertwine, and the gradual approach, one leads to the other, and how we should be going about it and all that.
I will
That
send you
that is
that.
okay.
Yes, yes, I'll send you that. I'll send you that.
Okay.
What you
Okay,
have to
sir.
do, yes,
Okay, sir. Okay.
but you understood, no, it is so important because we are taking it for granted. Every day we are taking it for granted.
That is
Just
true.
like
That is
just
true.
like Aarti would have said, she said so nicely. If people try to help me and they do mess. Now she could not tell them properly. Now she has realized it. She will be able to tell them. This is giving me so intolerable. Till now she took it for granted. क्या है होता है. It's okay. यार. It's trying to help me. But now if she has realized, she will talk in a very different way, very nicely, very lovingly. But it will make impact on them. Your talk has to be impact. Even if you have to join hand, you have to say sorry, whatever it is, no problem. But get the thing done. Okay. So breaking the cycle, declutter physically. Start by decluttering, seeing Paula, I told you that you to see things and which are not required, you can throw away, you can donate, whatever. Same with the mental. Practice mindfulness, self-compassion, for emotions, self-compassion, for mental gratitude. You know, Then for time, you have to prioritize tasks. Which task is done now? Allocate time, proper time. Don't get disturbed. Avoid distractions. And you have to keep goals. You have to break down the work in, in what do you call it? In smaller portion. So it can be done easily. It looks easier. Because when you look at a big work, you get overwhelmed. How will I do it? But when you put it in the pieces, you might find some work can be delegated also, some part of it. And you should celebrate it. Whenever you achieve something, you have to celebrate. This celebration is very important in every life, for everything. So change. The change begins with accountability. Be responsible, be accountable. Change begins with accountability. Where it is rooted in awareness and mindfulness. The change start with accountability. Accountability is rooted in your awareness and mindfulness. And it thrives, it improves, it becomes, it elaborates itself. You know how? So it thrives with persistence. If you go on doing it, it will thrive. It will become better, more stronger, you know. And consistency, doing it every day. Consistency strengthens the process that you are going through. It will strengthen it and transform intentions into lasting habits. So this has to be your habits. It is from start. The reframe of dialogue, developing a subconscious mind, recoding yourself, reprogramming yourself, dreams that you write, knowing yourself or finding your values and understanding your values. Everything has to be done consistently. And once it becomes your habit, you don't have to do anything. But do it consistently for some days till it becomes habit. Everything. And then comes the decluttering. So change begins with accountability, rooted in awareness and mindfulness, and thrives with persistence. What is persistence? Whatever issue or trouble come, you will go on doing it. You will overcome that. And consistency strengthens the process and transform intention into lasting habit. The consistency is something doing every day, continuously. And persistence is something that will tell you not to stop, not to be afraid, not to be afraid of any hurdles. You have to work on it. You have to always. Because success is beyond the fear. डर के आगे जीत, it's a Hindi word, डर के आगे जीते मतलब beyond the fear is your success, your win. You'll win only when you go over the success or your fear. Okay, so there are some additional points to give you that. Expand on the benefits of decluttering. All the benefits you have to understand. Make a stronger relationship. When it's tidy environment, everything is good, it will make a relationship stronger. It will also bring financial awareness. It can uncover your unused items that can be sold or donated. Or you won't buy unnecessary things. So these are the additional things. Add practical techniques for physical decluttering. Introduce framework to help readers take action. Like there is KonMari method. Focus on keeping things that spark joy. Then there is 20-20 rule method. If 20, because if an item can be replaced for less than $20, it was something I copied somewhere. So it is in dollar. So if can be replaced for less than $20 in 20 minutes, it's safe to let go of it. Don't give importance to it. One in, one out rule. Every new item you bring into space must be removed. So when you bring something new, something has to be removed. This also you can follow. There's something additional I have worked out somewhere. Expand on time decluttering. Make the section more actionable with example, batch processing. Group similar tasks together like email or yard that save times. When a group things done together, they save time. You can do it immediately, you can change over. Automate repetitive tasks like using some tools like apps for scheduling or bill payment. Delegate if possible. This is what time decluttering. Then explore your social and relationship decluttering. Evaluate your inner circle. Spend time with people who will uplift and inspire you. Let go of toxic connections. This is what social and relationship decluttering. Include decluttering challenges and tips for motivation. 10 minute declutter, spend 10 minutes daily clearing one area. 30-day minimalizing challenge. Get rid of one item or on day one. Day two, two on day two. Three. 30. These are copied somewhere. I'm just reading. Before and after photos. Take photos of cluttered spaces to visualize and celebrate. Yes, that's a good thing. And address emotional barrier in more detail. If there is emotional barrier, highlight the way to deal with this. How digitize memories. Scan old photos or letters and digitalize. Create a memory box. Keep a small designated space for highly sentimental items. Whatever you love. Provide decluttering resources. Suggest additional resources to guide readers further. Okay, well, book reading. You can read some good books. I will send this if you want. Then add a call to action. Always you should take action. Encourage readers to take immediate steps. Start now by decluttering a single drawer. Take the first step towards clutter file life today. Schedule a decluttering session this weekend. Then tie it all together. Reiterate the holistic impact of decluttering. A decluttered life isn't just about having a tidy space. It's about regaining control, cultivating peace, and making room for what truly matters. Okay. So this is something that I wanted to speak to you. So decluttering is very, very important from mental point of view, from emotional point of view, and from time point of view. And then it comes to social relationship, everything. So that's all from my side. But if you understand, this is a very, very important thing to do. And it is to be done daily. Now, if you have any question, you can ask. If there is any question, we can go to it. At least write to me. Have you understood? Do you find that what I said is right? Is decluttering important? What do you think?
So definitely it is very important. And I just want to know the $20 rule, what you were saying. Can you please repeat it?
I said if an item is, somehow we are in India, if there is some item which is worth only 100 rupees, and we can get it immediately if you want, or 50 rupees, then don't bother keeping them. Let it go if you do not require right now. Because what we do, we have that habit of keeping everything. "Arey, laya to rakh do." Let it stay. But that is disturbing you actually, frankly speaking. You should always
Uh,
be able to let go.
yeah. I think this is the central. Hello.
But yes, but
Yeah, I think this, for me, I'm beginning to realize that this is about the most important
absolutely, you're right.
subjects
You're right.
in what we have done all this while. You took us
Mm,
through all the other things for us to arrive at this critical point.
yes.
So this is something we must take very, very seriously because it
Otherwise, you
is the
cannot.
end. It is the
Yes.
end. Is the end in itself. Because at the end of the day, the mind, the object, the vision, if the mind is not decluttered, then the effort, the vision, and all those kind of things will still come to naught because everything will be jumbled, things are not straight, we are unable to separate the issues the way they should be and all that. So I think very important. So we will need to get a lot of clarity will need to appreciate all the issues that you are putting across.
Yes.
Then we'll make progress.
And mainly, you can take right decision. If you are stress free, anxiety free, declutter, you can take decision rightly, right? And that is the most important thing. If you want to succeed in life, decision making is the most important thing. You can't decide what to do, where to go, which path to take. Where are you going to go? You are going to be stagnant. You are going to not go anywhere in your life.
So it's like a laboratory. You are actually
Yes.
examining all the things through all the experiments or the experiences of the past and the present, the interplay of issues. Then you'll be able to appreciate what decision you need to take to declutter your mind, to do that and to do that. For me, very important. I realize that.
Yes.
Very important.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Anybody else want to say something? Okay, then we close today. But please work on all these things. Whatever aspect I'm showing you, they're all very important. If you really want to have a happy life, we may be successful in one way. Somebody can earn good money, somebody will earn accolades, somebody will be very good at some sports. But if you want to have a holistic approach to your life, all these things are very important. You have to be happy, you have to be successful in in the whatever field you are, you have to have good relationship, you have to be mentally very strong, you have to have healthy life. If all these things you want, please follow all these things.
I already began with decluttering today.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. I used you today to make everybody understand. So please forgive me for that. But this was the right way to tell everybody what to do. Okay. So thank you for sharing. Thank you. Okay.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.